Hi, everyone.
Hello. Oh, that's
See?
awful.
That's what I mean. What's awful? The sound?
No, I can hear it. Why am I yelling?
Welcome to the Girls Hour.
Lesson learned in life. Never say never.
We're supposed to be celebrating, ladies.
I know. That's right.
Our talk show about life from current events to local activities, travel, pets, family, and friends. The Girls Hour with Jen and Michele. We take on topics we are passionate about. We have Dr. Jen Mann on the line.
A family secret that has been kept over 20 years gets revealed.
We talk about our lives and relationships, all from our point of view.
Therapy with wine,
Well, that's our therapy, Jen.
In the house, on the air, everywhere.
Love is love.
And now, here are your hosts for the Girls Hour,
I'd like to present to you
Jen and Michele.
What a treat.
What a treat. And hi, welcome to the Girls Hour with Jen and Michele.
I'm Jennifer Arima.
And I'm Michele Musso. The Girls Hour is our talk show about life from current events to local activities, travel, volunteering, pets, family, and friends. We take on topics we are passionate about. We talk about our lives and relationships, all from our point of view. So welcome to the Girls Hour.
Hello.
Hello.
First off, we have to say, and we were trying to get it to be quiet in here so we could do our show. And finally, we just said, you know what? Let's just do our show and explain what the noise is in the background.
Oh, God.
Walter is up here on the studio desk like he normally is. And we are pet sitting Daisy, who we actually fostered last year and then adopted out to a family that we became very good friends with. And Daisy is a 7-year-old Boston Terrier who has the energy of 4 2-year-old children. Like, seriously. She's just off the wall. She's so much fun. She just loves to play. And she's in here in the studio with us because when we had her upstairs, all you heard was the feet running back and forth. So it's better that she's in here in the back destroying a nylar. How do you say that? Nylar bone? What are they called?
Nylon.
No, they're not nylon.
I don't know
That's stockings.
I don't know what you're saying.
Those bones, the nylar bones. Well, I don't know how to say it. But anyway, since she destroyed 4 stuffed animals that Michele bought Friday night, actually, and they're gone already, we're giving her a bone that hopefully will take her a few hours.
She can't
to go
get through that.
Yeah, well, don't
never
say can't.
never say never.
Well, today we have 3 interviews. We have 2 musicians and 1 author. Last week we brought to you Wendy Love Edge, who is the creator and founder of Bulldozer Health. And there is an event coming up October 1st, which is a Saturday out in Arkansas, called Take Back Your Health. And we had the opportunity to interview 2 of the artists that will be performing there. So since we can't be there because it's just a little too far for a day trip, but we wanted to bring you some of the entertainment from there and to explain why they are part of this, because it's an incredible cause. And like coming from Michele and I, when you believe in something, you should be participating in it in any way, shape, or form. So actually it turned out we did it because, we wanted to support the event, but then we actually found 2 new artists that we really like and will continue to follow. So we will be bringing you them later on in the show. We're going to be posting some of their music throughout the week on our website and our social media. And then we're bringing to you a former weekend read of ours, Jean Copeland. We had featured her probably about a month ago. Mm-hmm. And then we were just off on our weeks with Joy, our show on Joy, and then our podcast. And coming to the end of the summer, we we got turned upside down. So we're just catching up now.
Sometimes that happens in the summertime.
That interview was great. And again, somebody else that we really admired. And we admired her before we interviewed, and then we admired her even more after the interview. And that's always a nice feeling. So that will be coming up later on in our show.
And what we really are so excited about, we had an opportunity to be at BeachFest 2016, Antigone Rising, great band, all-female band, put together a show with a lineup of female artists on the beach to support Girls Rising, their foundation that they have, which affects girls all around the world. Girls Rising basically is a nonprofit formed by Antigone Rising to inspire young girls and LGBT youth to pursue non-traditional career paths and educate all kids that it's okay to play, think, and act, and be different. So we were so excited to be able to be out there all day, and we had an opportunity to interview everyone on the side in between their sets, and just be part of it and share the love and educate. So we and you got to not only meet your favorite the night before, because they had like a little pre thing before the event the night before, celebrating their town, Seacliff, New York. But Jen got to meet Patrice Pike and then got to interview her.
Yeah.
I've never seen you so jittery.
No, I don't know if I was jittery. I was excited.
Well,
I really was.
mean, excited. And that.
Yeah, no, I wasn't even that as nervous as I thought I was going to be. I was just really excited. I've admired her for 16 years, and I just think she's a phenomenal musician, and it was a lot of fun. Then we also got to meet some of our listeners. We have to thank Joan and her daughter Jess, Sue, who we're going to be having dinner with soon out in New York State at a great Mexican restaurant, which I'm not even going to pretend to pronounce because there's no way I could.
Oh, it was so much fun, just everybody.
We got to hang out with Chris, the woman who is the writer and director and producer of the movie, the documentary that we were a part of a couple of months ago. That was really fun. And you're going to be putting together...
Yeah, we're putting together the show, so stay tuned. We're going to have a whole show of all of our interviewing Antigone Rising. We have Nini and Kristen, who featured at the end of the night after everything was over. We were breaking down things. We got a chance to really talk to them. So stay tuned for more. We're going to have a special show from BeachFest 2016, and it was a lot of fun to be part of.
Hi, this is C, and you're listening to Jen and Michele from the Girls Hour.
So we're going into our top 5 things that we're passionate about, news that Jen and I want to talk about. Number 1 for me is I kind of posted on my personal Facebook because I came across something. I was doing something for work, and I went to Google, and I brought up the top news of the day on Google. And this picture has it listed. Top stories, Brad Pitt, then Donald Trump, then Charlotte. And here in the States is Charlotte right now is under some riots. It's quite unfortunate, the turmoil that's going on down there because of a African-American man was shot by police. And Tulsa. And then it goes into football, New England Patriots, and then baseball, Boston Red Sox. And then it goes down to other topics like Colin Kaepernick from the San Francisco 49ers about, there's a lot of controversy about him and not, pledging allegiance to the flag. Then Hillary Clinton. And then it goes to other issues, but far last are anything of real major importance, like the bombings and et cetera. So I brought this to Jen's attention because for me, I was like, what is wrong with this picture? We as a society here in the States concerned more about Brad Pitt's divorce with Angelina Jolie, and it seems to be the topic of a lot of conversations. I don't know about you, but I know I've been in quite a few of them, and people are like, "Oh, is Angelina Jolie divorcing him, and she wants to get the kids and the money, and what is it? Because did he cheat on her? Like, who cares? That's their life, and it's right now it's a disaster what they're having to go through, and I understand that they're stars." They're movie stars, and people, naturally want to know all about their lives because that's supposedly what it is. They're celebrities. But that's the topic of conversation. We're going into an election year. November 8th is the biggest day for our nation, and we have a pivotal moment where we have two different sides. We can get one president who's going to be one way, a president who's going to be a different way, and then there are all the riots that are happening, et cetera, et cetera. And the top news is Brad Pitt and whether Jennifer Aniston wants him back again. Are you kidding me? The woman is as hotter and seems better than ever since she was away from Brad. He did her a favor as far as I'm concerned. So that's my top number 1 for pick this week.
Yes. And the next topic that we decided to talk about throw out there was the bombings that happened here in New York and New Jersey. It actually happened the day that we were on the beach last week, September 17th. And I know we had really bad service out on the beach, and we were using our phone mainly for pictures. And at some point, I guess you got service and you have that CNN alert. So, which is always fun when you're in the middle of a dinner or something, and Michele just randomly throws out something and you're like, what are you talking about? So she's like, we're on the beach, we're dancing, we're talking, we're having fun. And she's like, there's a bomb at the Jersey Shore. I'm like, wait, what? Like, so not what you expect someone to say. So anyway, 2 days later, they caught the guy who did it. One was in Chelsea and one was in Seaside down the shore here in New Jersey. And it was just scary. There's really no other word for it. Unnecessary and scary. Mm-hmm. I mean, there really is nothing else to say except for the fact that you realize how much of our lives are now being based around things like this. Like, we had the opportunity to go to a Giants game here. We were going to do a tailgate party. And it turned out it didn't work out that we could go to it. But even at that thought in the back of my head was, do we really, really want to be in a building or a parking lot with 40,000 people? Mm-hmm. Yes, to go and have fun, but these thoughts go through your head. Last night we were watching the news and the shooting out in, is it Washington State, was it? Macy's. This man walked in and opened fire and killed 5 people at the cosmetic counter in Macy's. You just can't possibly wrap your mind around the world that we're living in today. Truly.
It's
and it makes the rest of the stuff, Brad Pitt and his divorce and so many other things that go on, just like, seriously, we have much, much bigger problems in this world.
Absolutely. Number 3 on our list is, there's a lot of controversy I mentioned before about Kaepernick from San Francisco 49ers and him not pledging allegiance because he wants to take a stand against, what's happening in our country. And he believes Black Lives Matter and all lives matter. But I want to shed some light on LeBron James because I just love him. And the reason I feel that I love him is because he started the LeBron James Family Foundation. And this is what I look at when you want to invoke change in the world and you want to make an impact. This man takes his stature, his place, his being the most amazing basketball player out there, and he gives it back. And he starts with education. It's education for kids. He captures them at the 3rd grade level so that young children and the children, they can go on to high school and develop the skills that they need to support them. So when they come out, they can go to college, et cetera, et cetera. He's capturing them at a young age. He's making a difference. And let me do just a little quote here from the LeBron James Family Foundation. LeBron James Family Foundation's mission is to positively affect the lives of children and young adults through education and co-curricular educational initiatives. They believe that an education and living an active, healthy lifestyle is pivotal to the development of children and young adults. And I just want to give snaps out to him because I really believe comparing the two, not pledging allegiance to a flag that represents all of us, that soldiers, men, women, gay, straight, are fighting for our freedoms to keep us safe here. Regardless of whether they want to choose to, they go because they're sent and they die for that flag. You're on a football field and you're paid to be there. There's other ways, I think, that really can invoke change. Get with the police officers, get with your community, do something different than just bringing attention to yourself. That's my opinion.
I had a conversation with my second mother. I spent the day with her the other day, and she asked me what I thought about this. And one of the things I compared it to was the bathroom laws out down in, is it North Carolina?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And all the famous musicians that are canceling their concerts to go down and not playing down there as taking a stand for the rights of LGBT and equality for all,
transgenders and
right. And they didn't just say, hey, we're not going, or we're going to go and not do this or this. They didn't go down because what they're saying is, we're not going to bring entertainment to your state and bring money to you. I mean, do they go hand in hand? If Bruce Springsteen doesn't play, does that really change the bathroom laws? No, it hasn't. But it also is saying to the government, you know what, we're watching this, we don't approve of it, and we're taking action.
And it affects them at an important pot.
Sure.
Their pocket.
Absolutely.
Their money, yeah.
But they're taking an action to stand up for something they believe in. If this gentleman, to me, and if you're going to not stand during, our national anthem, first of all, I don't understand how you could possibly then proceed to play ball. You were given the right in this country for an education, to play football. You have an opportunity that people around the world would die for. If you're not